Okay, I'm back. I just got done creating episode 2 of my other video with regards to Islamism, or lack of a better term, or the different sects of Islam, and why we find ourselves supporting one section of Islam and the other, or both. And if you're not confused yet, maybe you should watch that video. So I'm creating this new episode because, gosh, my Navy friends know I am very devoted to our Navy. And I follow almost every news, especially to our folks that are in harm's way of our beloved Navy. And I think the number one question that they've asked me is whether your takes on till about a week ago when we started this war, it was about what do you think of the kind of firepower that we've been sending up to Iran? Now it has changed because 2 days for two. What is it? 2 days now, 48 hours plus. There has been reports that we may be starting escorting some of these tankers. And one thing led to another. Once I started posting on Facebook about it, and I get like, "What do you think? Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." Well, let's just put it this way. I'm going to answer this question right now. All right. Do we really need to escort these tankers? Is it going to achieve the necessary results that we want? Would it protect those tankers? Would it prevent us from escalating this any further? Uh, all I can think about is what transpired in the 80s, in the mid 80s to the late 80s, when we started escorting singly all these tankers to protect them from getting hit by the Iranians. Now understand that this is a 10-mile wide strait, 50,000 feet, the length of 50 aircraft carriers, which isn't much, you know. And from what I have read, they have started to lay mines in the strait, not just in the strait, but in that narrow section of the Persian Gulf. Now, I've been to the Persian Gulf, ladies and gentlemen. I have done, I can't even count how many deployments did I do. I did 3 deployments on an LSD, 2 deployments on an FFG, 1 deployment on the DDG, and they were never pretty. The time invested, the manpower, resources, the money that we that we committed into defending barrels of oil through the strait. Why did we get in there? Are we really totally dependent on Middle Eastern oil? Fact of the matter is, if we ever follow or end up having an order to escort these tankers, it's going to put our sailors into harm's way. Just like what happened to the USS Stark and which one was the other one that got hit by a mine? I already forgot. Samuel B. Roberts. And then the USS Cole, which is, you know, a different scenario, which was moored by a pier and got hit by a suicide bomber boat. So those are only 3 instances. Oh, by the way, the Tripoli hit a mine. Okay, we have to sacrifice our naval service members, our sailors again. Now, why is this coming back up to haunt us? Because in those years, in the 80s, we had the resources. Okay, we had cheaper vessels, cheaper hulls. We had FFGs that are more maneuverable, able to do their tasks because they're smaller, able to swiftly provide firepower if the opponents are smaller boats. Unlike what we have now, we have bigger ships. The smallest ship that we have, with the exclusion of fast smaller boats, or now I don't know what they are when it's smaller than an FFG. But what we have, we don't even have any LCSs in the region because they are not combat capable. All we have are DDGs, Arleigh Burkes, Flight two alphas and threes. Ones, two alphas and threes. Which means they're complicated, they're complex. Uh, they're harder to maintain, and they're more expensive. They don't have, I think they do believe that they have the capability with their expensive missiles to target smaller crafts and combatants. But in all seriousness, are we really going to use our Arleigh Burkes to escort this 200,000-ton behemoths that can hardly maneuver in the water? How are we going to do it? Now I'm not a sonar tech, nor am I a mine expert. Do the Arleigh Burkes have the capability to detect mines? I know we're kind of soundproofed when it comes to mines that are magnetically active because of degaussing principles, and all of our ships have been degaussed. So there's a lot of questions that needs to be answered, a lot of capabilities that, in all seriousness, we may not have the ability to counter. Mines, they are just about the cheapest way on denying the enemy passage to a certain route of water. Do we really need to escalate further? Because right now, Iran has a stranglehold on the economy, on the world economy, probably with exclusion of Russia and China. But that's besides the point. Our ships, the bigger ships, are not going to transit the Strait of Hormuz. We need smaller ships, and I don't know what we have, because our LCS are not combat ready. They're not combat capable, and they're the ones that are smaller than the DDGs. We have fast attack boats. I think we can use them to counter the smaller craft that the Iranians use. Whatever the administration is saying, no, not every asset of the Iranian Navy or Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps naval section has been decimated. They're out there. They're floating out there somewhere. And all you need is one fast attack boat to penetrate. They are fast. They are swift. They carry surface missiles. They carry a repertoire of smaller caliber projectiles, 20-25, 30 millimeter, 50. I don't know if they carry 50 millimeter cannons, but I know they do have 20, 25, and 30 millimeter guns that are capable, with their speed, they are capable of providing havoc out there in the strait. So if you have a better solution than what I am worried about, I shouldn't worry, right? All my naval experts out there, what do I know? I was just an engineer on all of the ships I've been in. Never even ventured topside when shit hits the fan. We're stuck down there in the bilges, man. The main machinery room, auxiliary room, switchboards, aft steering, conversion rooms, 400 hertz, you name it. Anything that us as electricians did, we were there. But it doesn't alleviate the fact that we are all in this together, that we were all in this together. And to the men that I served with during those dire times, I understand the PTSD, right? So if you guys got any comments, any opinions on this matter, let me know. If you think that, Marcus, you are so terribly wrong, we can blow their shit up and we could just lay waste, please, let me know. But again, I'm not here to ask for subscriptions. I'm just here to provide answers to questions, alleviate some of the concerns that you have, provide you opinions on subject matter that, and some of my friends are not Navy. Some of our friends from back home has no knowledge about military hardware. So I'm just here to provide answers to questions and my opinion to some of their concerns. It has been a privilege, a pleasure, and an honor to have served to those that are currently deployed right now. Come on home. Because us folks that are doing what we do now, we owe it to you guys because you get to do what you guys do. post.